Okay, so you're buying a home, you have your down payment, and you want to know, can I roll my closing costs into the loan amount? Well, let's talk about that. Well, first off, how much are closing costs? How much do you need? How much are you thinking of rolling into the loan amount? So a good formula you can use when it comes to closing costs, prepaids, and insurance, these are the three items that pretty much make up your closing costs. It's usually about 4% of the purchase price, give or take. This can vary. Sometimes it's a little bit higher. Sometimes it's actually a little bit lower. There are some websites out there that advertise 5%. We usually use 4%, and that's usually a good number. It usually doesn't exceed that. So let's give a real example here of a purchase. Let's say you're buying $1 million home and you have 20% to put down. Well, in the lending world, we do everything by loan to value. So a 20% down payment is 80% loan to value, right? A 10% down payment translates to a 90% loan to value. So if we go with this example of a 20% down payment of an $800,000 loan amount at 80% loan to value, and you want to roll in your closing costs. So we're going to go on the low side here when it comes to closing costs and take a 3% number, because the higher the purchase price, the lower that percentage is. So $1 million home, let's just assume 3%. We're going to go with $30,000. So if you were to take that $30,000 and roll it into the loan amount, now your loan size is $830,000. Now at 83% loan to value, you could technically still do the loan. So now you're going to have mortgage insurance, or PMI, because you're above 80% loan to value. So typically on a purchase, the answer is you don't roll in your closing costs. I'm saying you can, but it now impacts that loan to value, which could impact the terms of your loan, could impact whether or not you have mortgage insurance or not. So my advice is, when you're out there looking for a home to purchase, you always want to save enough for your down payment and your closing costs. And if you're looking to put 20% down, you want to save up about 24%. If you're looking to put 10% down, 14%. If you're looking to put the bare minimum for a first-time home buyer, which is 3% down, you really want to have 7%. So adding that extra 4% calculation on top of your down payment will provide you with the total amount of cash that you'll need to get into your next property. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Make it a great day.